Today I want to talk about something that I'm quite passionate about, and really whenever I talk about anything on here I'm usually at least a little bit passionate about it. And that is, I don't really know what to call it. Like, it's not men's rights, because men have all the rights that you can have. It's like the unfair treatment, like how I think I'm going to go with expectations. Expectations on men. As a man, and a man who is really quite strongly against assumptions and stereotypes, for my entire life I've struggled with and not enjoyed the fact that men have certain expectations placed upon them, as everyone does. But specifically expectations like, you don't do well in school, you don't care about things, you don't show emotions, you don't... I've talked about some of this stuff before on here, and recently I've had a revelation about this sort of thing, thanks to stuff I've seen on Tumblr. And actually, Kara, of course, it was your blog that brought it to my attention. One of the things was a quote concerning like rape culture, and it says, "Men should be offended when someone claims that women should prevent rape by not wearing certain things or not going certain places or not acting in a certain way. That line of thinking presumes that you are incapable of control, that you are so base and uncivilized that it takes extraordinary effort for you to walk down the street without raping someone, that you require a certain dress code to be maintained, that certain behaviours be employed so that maybe today, just maybe, you won't rape someone. It presumes that your natural state is rapist." Now that's a very powerful quote. I don't know if it was actually this one, it might have been another one, but Kara, you pointed out that these perceptions of what a man is actually linked to feminism intrinsically. It got me to realise that it's actually the lack of expectations that creates this culture for men, and it's actually low standards, the lowering of standards, that's the problem. Because the fact is, in an unbalanced society where men hold the majority amount of power, the only way to give them more control is to perpetuate very low standards, is to make them not have to try in order to earn their rights and their power. It just makes sense to me now. It's just a bit of a revelation I had. This really it just sort of fired me up again, because it just ties everything together. My feminist beliefs and my passion for men being better than they're expected to be just collided, and it was this explosion of social justice amazingness. Because making men realise that they should and can be better than they are or want to be or think they have to be, or any of that, is the real solution to problems like rape culture, because that's fixing the source of the issue. Bringing stories to light and making the culture of like public knowledge and widely known is very important, but it's awareness. It's not so much a solution, it's a coping mechanism, something that we put in place to prepare women, not me, not ourselves, women, for what's out there. But challenging men to be better men, and challenging the lack of expectation there is for men, is what's really going to turn things around. Thinking things in the brain.